Pittsburgh Steelers Nation, what's up? Thanks for joining us for another Wednesday night episode of Pump Your Brakes. You could be watching any podcast, but you're watching this one right here, so we really appreciate you. So I'm one of your co-hosts, Kevin Tate. Got the triple OG homie Shannon White, and we got the little fella that goes by Big G, Sean Gurley. Gentlemen, what's happening?
Man, what's cracking Tate, man? Just happy to be back in the building with the Pump Your Brakes podcast and joining the crew, man, because it's that time, man. We got a lot of good content this evening, and we just thank everybody in the live chat for rocking out with us for sure.
Shannon, what say you, bruh?
Oh, just happy to be back with my homies, and always look forward to tonight and this podcast and some great conversation with our community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. The Wednesday night podcast is fun, man. We have fun.
Yes, sir. Without a doubt.
And I think we had a fun week with the Steelers. Before we get in that, Big G, man, let a few lucky fans know how they can win 4 tickets to any opening day NFL game they want to go to. Is it even called opening day in an NFL? That's baseball. It's called, what's it called? Kickoff? What's it called?
Kickoff Sunday, week 1 Sunday, something like that.
Yeah, kickoff weekend, yeah.
Yeah, something like that for sure.
Well, Big G, let them know how FSSN is going to hook them up with some tickets up to 4 tickets up to $5,000 in value. Go ahead with it, man.
For sure. Hey, thanks everybody for listening out. But I got the announcement coming. Attention sports fans. Are you a fan of the NFL team, or do you got your favorite NFL team? Would you love to attend your favorite NFL team's week 1 game? I know we're rocking with the Steelers, but we might have some strays out there. Well, you're in luck. Fans First Sports Network is offering 4 free tickets for week 1 NFL game of your choice up to $5,000. So $5,000, you ain't sitting in the nosebleed, y'all. You sitting in a good seat. Matter of fact, a great seat up to 4 tickets. The rules are real simple to get your chance to win. All you have to do is go to contest, contest.fansfirstsports.com and fill out the appropriate information. Once you do that, that's it. Once you've done it, you're officially registered for 4 free tickets to any NFL week 1 game. And my question is, what are you waiting on? Go and enter so you can get a shot to see your favorite team. We know we're rocking with the Steelers, so I would love for one of y'all to be able to go live and win that just off of rocking with the Pump Your Brakes podcast this evening. Last thing, the contest ends September 4th. So you got to get it in fast if you want to have your chance to win their tickets to the initial Fans First Sports Network ticket giveaway for the NFL.
Good job, Big G. Good.
Excellent.
Read,
Excellent.
That's a great contest, man. So what's up to everybody in the live chat, man? It's Big G. Your live chat lit already, man. Where your Bitcoin at?
I already got it up and rolling, dog. It's lit up over there, bro. We appreciate everybody, man. I seen all kind of new folks in there. So thanks for rocking out with us for sure. Tate, you can do the roll call if you want to, bro.
Yeah, man. Of course, we got Afton, the homie Claude Bishop, Jar Devil, Brian Brown, Jeremy Yoder, Wes Hickok, Kason Wright, AJC, Gene Smith, James Pillow, Joseph Donovan, Anthony Godwin. Man, shout out to everybody, man. Thanks for rocking with us for real.
Yeah. Hit that like too. Don't forget to hit that
like.
Oh,
yeah. I meant to say that because quite a few people and the likes ain't jumping yet. But by the end of the show, I'm sure it'll be jumping because I'm sure everybody just hit the like right now.
Yeah.
But Big G, man, I want to get you and Shannon's takes on a few things, man, this past week to cut down some of the moves that, hey, man, the con man is at it again, man.
Man, come on, dog.
I
mean, know what, man? You get a sign already. He's him, man. Come on, man. He's him.
Big G.
He's him.
If Omar Khan wasn't a general manager of an NFL football team, he'd be a used car salesman.
Man.
He out here in these streets fleecing people, man.
Yeah, $1 million used car salesman for sure. $1 million bank account because he out there flipping and rolling, dog. Flipping and rolling.
So Shannon, let's get your take first on some of the moves this past few days, man. We got Kevin Dotson going out. We got Kendrick Green going out with some value. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And we picked up Desmond King, and somebody I like come out of Iowa about 6 or 7 years ago. I thought he had like second, third round talent. I think he went like the 5th or 6th round.
Yep.
But I mean, and everybody's saying he's a all pro, but he was an all pro as a returner. Let's not take it like he was an all pro corner. He's a good corner though. So
Yeah.
Shannon, what do you think about some of this stuff, man?
Well, again, like you said, Khan he's just done a masterful job. To get guys that might not have made the team and you still get value out of them, that's next level. And Dotson was not a good fit for the Steelers' outside zone concepts. He was the power guy. They wanted him to work on his footwork. He continued to focus on his power. There was a lot of frustration there. That's why they let Kendrick Green battle with him last training camp for that guard position, even though Green is not a guard. So not only was he able to move him and acquire 2 future draft capitals, move up a full round, and based on the direction both teams are going, it could be 20 picks moving up each round. Then he actually moves Green, who I think they were getting ready to waive, cut, and they got a 6th round pick for him as well. Turned around, as you said, and gets King, who, he's 28, and his last 2 seasons, he struggled a little bit because the Texans have used him on the outside.
Correct.
He is a slot corner. Now, when he's using the slot, he's much more effective. And I think he's a better slot guy, especially coverage, than Sullivan is or Riley. So I think they got an upgrade, whereas Riley has depth that he can play slot or a safety. So can King. King has played some safety, free safety, and King can play that slot. And Sullivan was the guy I was the most concerned about. Now, Sullivan played on a really bad Minnesota Vikings defense. And he looked much better with the Steelers with a better surrounding supporting cast.
Yeah.
So I think he still has value, but now you have insurance with King. So, I mean, that's awesome. I mean, I don't know what more Khan could have done. I know he tried to, I think, work out a trade with the Eagles for Brandon Mann.
Yeah.
And try to get one of their corners they were thinking about releasing. And it just, he tried, it didn't work out. But he went ahead and released Mann today, brought in King. I mean, they're continually strengthening the roster. And they brought in 2 guys to the practice squad that I want to talk about later.
Yeah, facts.
Hey, I have to answer your question. At his combine, King ran a 4.6.
Yeah.
So he's not the fastest guy, but I think his technique is good. And Shannon is right. He plays. So, Shannon, my question to you and Big G is, King, he brings the positional versatility that Tomlin and Terrell Austin like, right? Because he can play on the outside, he can play on the inside. He can play a safety, right? And he can return kicks.
Yes.
So, does this affect anybody, be it James Pierre, Gunnar Olszewski, any of those guys? Are they affected by the acquisition of Desmond King?
I think if anybody is, it would be Gunnar, because King does legitimately have an opportunity to return kickoffs and punts. If they're not going to go roll with Calvin Austin the third at either one of those spots, King is the next man up for sure.
I think Calvin Austin is definite punt returner, but
yeah.
Well, that's what King does best is punt return.
Punt return. Oh, is that what he was all pro for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think if anybody, it affects Olinsky, man, because he's this. Listen, let me explain this. Omar Khan, of course, we've been rapping and raving about who he is and what he does. But what Khan is doing is help build the culture for the Steelers that everybody is more or less versatile. Because the more versatile you are in the NFL, the better chance you have of winning. That's how it works. So
well,
he brings in a
Coach T likes that too. He says the more things you can do, the better chance you got to sticking on.
That's what I'm saying. And so why not bring in, like y'all said, a Pro Bowler or whatever else guy that can do something really, really well, but has the ability to do other stuff decently or good. That gives you a skill specialty spot, but at the same time gives a guy that you could lock right in at that corner nickel. And I dare somebody to put a scrub out there on the corner. Go and put him in a slot if you want to. King will body that dude up, man, because he's NFL tested. He knows how to not let a guy in the slot get off. He knows what to do. He's going to be chucking and running, bro, chucking and running. So I like it, man. And the con man to flip those two offensive linemen in the draft capital.
Yep.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog. What more can Con do to show that he's next level as far as a GM for the Pittsburgh Steelers? What more can he do? That's just, and I don't think he's done. I know we got a game next week, but I don't think he's done, Tate and Shannon. I don't think he's done. I think he got something brewing, bro.
Hey, guys, one more thing about King is when he was earlier in his career, he played near the line of scrimmage as a slot, and he had 8 or 9 sacks through his first few seasons.
Facts.
He's very effective blitzing out of the slot, and he's going to remind some people of Mike Hilton. They have some similar strengths and similar weaknesses. If you get King matched up on a larger tight end or a taller receiver, he might struggle. But he is kind of a poor man's Mike Hilton.
I agree, Shannon. I agree with our
So what do y'all think about this comment from Steeler Freak?
Mason of the Patriots is out there now.
The Patriots have one quarterback, and they cut what's his name?
Zappy. Yep.
I mean, I can see Mason fitting. I mean, being you have to change your offense too much if he has to go in for Mac Jones. That's where I'm getting at.
Yeah,
but
I could see it. But if that's the case, then we pick up Zappy to be our third quarterback.
I think I'd rather pick up Matt Corral.
Okay.
Well, you got Will Greer went to the Bengals practice squad today. But I mean, the Cardinals need a quarterback. The Cardinals quarterback situation is terrible. The Patriots need a quarterback. The Raiders
is terrible, Shannon.
The Raiders have got Garoppolo, who's perpetually injured, and then an older guy behind him. I mean, there's a lot of teams that need a quarterback. If people are calling about Rudolph, you got to listen.
Yeah.
You got to listen. Yeah, behind Garoppolo is Hoyer. Josh McDaniel loves Hoyer. Yeah. And the Arizona Cardinals quarterback situation being terrible, I think that's where they won it because I think they're in tank mode, just like it was an NBA season.
In the Kalen Williams sweepstakes.
They're in the Kalen Williams sweepstakes. Yes, they are. Yes,
salivating, bro. They salivating, trying to get that kid.
Yes, sir. Okay, so and so with the addition of Desmond King, what we have all over the secondary. What we got, Big G?
Ball hawks everywhere, man. We got dogs and killers out there. Dogs and killers is dead. Lightweight is going to shut a lot of them high-powered 11 offenses down, Tate Boy Fresh. That's what's going on with them ball hawks for sure.
I mean, we know about Minka. KZ led the league interception. Pat P's Hall of Fame resume speaks for itself. Levi Wallace had 4 interceptions last year. Joey Porter Jr. has proved that they just didn't throw his way a lot at Penn State. And we got Austin. That's not even to mention will all the other guys be there? Will Sullivan be there? And Wiley be there? Riley, I mean. Will they still stick?
I don't know if Riley will. I don't know if Riley will, dog. He might. He had a good preseason, but I don't know. I like Riley better than Sullivan just because he's more versatile.
Oh, yeah. I do. I like Riley much more.
Yeah.
But here's the thing you got to think about. This Steelers linebacking core is 4. They only kept 4 inside linebackers and 4 outside linebackers. So they can keep extra defensive line, which they actually put Fehoko they cut him and then they put him on the practice squad today.
Yep.
And so they have extra depth there. And now they have, I think it's 6 corners and 5 safeties. So, because they were able to keep fewer linebackers. So I think that they're set up to keep all them corners.
Hey, so what do y'all think about this concept? Do the Steelers take on the no-fly zone approach and say it's no-fly zone back there, bro? Is that what they're trying to do? They saying, nah, ain't nothing jumping off over here, bro. We got too many athletes and studs that can lock down pretty much any wide receiver that's out there in the league because their body shapes and body sizes match up with everybody. You got a little fast, little slot corner, we're going to put King on you. You got an outside big dude that you think this is going to run through our cornerback, we got Patrick Peterson and Joey Porter. Or you think you're going to get a big old tight end and line him up in the slot, we got Minka. So it's a lot. You think you got a bigger, you're going to try to run 12 and run 2 tights, we're going to put Minka and Neal out there on you. So the Steelers, man, it's like no fly zone right now, dog. It's like, don't even try it with any other X and O matchup because that's how the NFL works. You get a mismatch and you start taking advantage of it. I don't see that Steelers are going to get a mismatch happening. I just don't see it.
Hey, guys, they have to be more aggressive, right? Mm-hmm. With this secondary, they have in that pass rush, they have to have more press coverage, right?
Yep.
If they don't, something's wrong.
Yep. Yeah, but pass rush and defensive back play go hand in hand.
That's what I'm saying.
All they need is an extra 1,000, not even finishing it.
Yeah.
An extra 1,000 and then somebody's blasting that corner.
That pass rush will get there. They need the press.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. For sure.
It's going to be relentless. Just a matter of keeping everybody fresh.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Find out what the rotation is going to be. Kind of like an NBA game, Big G. You know, you have your set rotation, you have your starting lineup. Then at 5 minutes left, somebody comes in. It's kind of like that most games, right? Yep. So I think once they establish that routine and that rhythm that they're going to play with, it's really going to be tough. Hey, anybody heard that Mason actually worked out for the past today? I didn't hear that.
I heard
that. Issue. What is that? Mm-hmm. He can't work out for the Pats. He's signed with the Steelers right now.
Right. I didn't think that was anything that was viable.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Come on.
I haven't heard nothing.
Come on, Steeler Freak. Keep it 100 in here in this live chat, man.
Hey, I ain't gonna. I'm giving him a pass right now because I'm a little excited. But I almost hit him with the old stop it sign, Tate. I almost hit him with the old stop it sign, but it's okay, man. It's okay.
But hey, so all this good juju we got, man. No pun intended about Juju Smith-Schuster, who also plays for the Patriots. Maybe Mason can reunite with him. Mm-hmm. But I think all this, but you guys know where it started. I know you guys know where it started, where our North Star as an organization kind of, and that's when we're gonna get back to the future, but where it changed at. Like, Shannon, tell us when last year all this changed.
Well, now you're talking about originally or last year?
Last year.
Well, last year it changed when they got demolished against the Eagles.
Right.
And then they had the bye week and they had to make the changes that turned around the franchise in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Exactamundo, Shannon. You definitely spot on it. Big G.
Yes, sir.
We was taking that thumping last year, man, from Philly. AJ Brown was looking like Jerry Rice all over again.
Yeah.
That's the game. Ahkello Witherspoon probably he was not coming back after that game.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think he was a little hurt, and we just didn't look good, man. We really got smashed.
Yeah.
But I think they went to that bye week. They went back to the drawing board. They changed some things up.
Yep.
Decided to truly commit to the run, right?
Yep.
That's what they did. I mean, Najee Harris's yards per carry went up a yard per carry after the bye.
Yep.
So I mean, and so we had that going coming out of last year with Kevin Dotson starting.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Now we got Siamalu.
Yep.
We got another Broderick Jones. Obviously, he probably won't start, but The drafting of the draft
transformed Dan Moore too. A transformed Dan Moore.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
The drafting of Broderick Jones made Dan Moore get in the lab.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, so that was the pivotal moment, and we'll be back after this break. We'll take a quick break, real quick. We're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching on YouTube, stay with us. We'll be back in about 12 seconds.
For sure, for sure.
And we're back on the Pump Your Brakes podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Tate. Tate Boy Fresh, as Big G called me. That's an old school name. Big G know I've been Tate Boy Fresh for a lot of years.
Yeah. That's your name, bro. It's Tate Boy Fresh all day and night, bro.
But the triple OG Shannon White.
Yes, sir.
And the Big G, the little fella. Yeah. Hey, Big G, you really gonna be my little fella, because my birthday Saturday and your birthday not for 3 more weeks. So I'm really gonna be calling you little fella for the next 3 weeks, because you're gonna be a full year younger than me chronologically.
But I'm gonna be talking about old long in the tooth guy going on. And listen, happy early belated birthday to you, Tate. For sure, for sure. Happy birthday to you. Even if I don't get a chance, because it's college football Saturday and we got a lot of stuff going on. So I'm making sure I give you your flowers right now. Happy early birthday to you, for sure, man.
Appreciate it, man. But what we gonna get into real quick is the 53-man roster. And I'm gonna put up this little graphic that nobody can see. We already tested it. Shannon can't see it. No. He got his contacts on. Big G got his specs on. I don't think he can see it.
I'm as blind as a bat, bro.
No problem. I'm pull up right here on my tablet. I'm gonna read the positions, and y'all just give me a quick take on what you think about those positions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first position, obviously quarterback.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky, Mason Rudolph. What we think, real quick. Let's keep it moving.
The best 1, 2, 3 depth at quarterback in the NFL. Without a doubt. We got 3 serviceable guys that could come in and win a game for us. And we got he is him as the leader with Kenny Pickett. There's nobody else in the league that's got 3 good quarterbacks.
I was in a meeting last night on a virtual meeting with Jeff Hartman and B Dirt and Pay. Mm-hmm. And we was talking about what Pay tried to tell us about Mitch last year. Mm-hmm. But I still said, as a quarterback room in totality, we probably had the best room overall. I mean, Mitch got like 60 game starting experience. Mason got like 12 game starting experience.
Yep.
I mean, so yeah, and they kind of agreed. So, but Shannon, what's your take on the quarterbacks real quick, man?
Well, Kenny Pickett's the class. He's the hope. He's the future. And I like the depth. I like the experience. And I like the value. If somebody wants to throw something at us for Mason Rudolph, you got to listen.
Yeah. Agree, Shannon.
Nice. Running backs, Najee, McFarland, Jaylen Warren. Shannon, you go first.
I'm thrilled with the running back situation. I would have liked to see Valladay go on the practice squad, but the Jets done scooped him up. But
Jets scooped him up.
Yeah, but I'm more than happy with the running backs.
Big G.
Top 5 running back room in the NFL. Top 5 without a shadow of a doubt.
Yep.
1-2 point, maybe the best. You got I get a pump your brakes on top 5 running back room. Yeah. Give me another team that's got two better running backs.
I agree with him on this one, Tate.
That's why you in the car with.
But we're gonna crash,
right? But no, man. I mean, you could be right. They up there, but okay. So the Jets running back situation is better right now.
Okay.
The Browns just by having Nick Chubb.
I don't know about that, but keep going.
Oh, so you're saying the Steelers got the best running back in the North?
With
who's the Browns got after Chubb?
Yeah, Najee and Jalen Warren. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. They got old Ford from Cincinnati running back sitting behind Chubby.
Yeah, I agree.
On, no, we got
and
them.
the Jets. You don't know what Cook's going to do till he proves it.
That's true.
Sometimes you go to another team. Harrison Ward's been with the Steelers. We know what to expect.
Yep,
that's true. That's true. You got Christian McCaffrey and Elijah Mitchell out there in San Francisco.
We got them, dog.
Man, come on, man. And you got and I'm just thinking of some good tandems. Kenneth Walker and the rookie Chardonnay in Seattle.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. I mean, it's a lot of good ones. I guess they probably could be top 5, but you could interchange. Maybe some people might have them at 6 or 7. Some people might have them
in the running.
They're in the running. Yeah. Okay, I agree with that. So now we go to the receivers, and they kept 6 receivers. And I was saying, I don't know, Big G, when you was on with Betts on the Sunday night Q&A, I was in the comments saying it's going to come down between Gunner and Gentry.
Facts. Yep.
So they decided to keep Gunner over Gentry. They say, even said in the live chat, Tomlin loves Gunner.
Yeah.
The intangibles.
The intangibles. So what do you guys think about this wide receiver room?
Shannon, what you got, bro?
Well, I love the top 4, and Boykin and Gunnar Olszewski has value for the intangibles, the special teams, and the everything else they do, the blocking and what they bring to the locker room. You got to be comfortable with that room, and I think that all the players are close. They get along. They're comfortable. So I'm happy with that. I could have went either way. Kept 5 receivers and kept Gentry, or vice versa. They put Rodney Williams on the practice squad today, so he's always available. I think he's somebody with talent they can develop. So I hate to see Gentry go, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I agree definitely, man. So I'll say this: I think we have the potential to become a top 10 wide receiver room in the league. I'm not saying it because we got a lot of unknowns and unprovens, and a lot of guys that's got to step up and level up, like Deontay Johnson. Bro, you got to get in that end zone this year, dog. But outside of that, I mean, Deontay. But we all see and know that Pickens is a beast, and I think Calvin Austin's going to put some fear in a whole lot of players.
Yep.
And so, and Allen Robinson is, Allen Robinson is a serviceable pro. So we got the potential to jump up to that top 10, but I ain't ready to crown it yet.
Allen Robinson been a Pro Bowler too, though.
Facts, Tate.
Yeah,
for sure.
But so y'all both kind of hit on the tight end, talking about Gentry real quick. So let's just jump to the fullback / tight end, Connor Hayward. I was listening to something today. I don't remember what it was. Listening to so much stuff. They said Connor Hayward is our version, not obviously in a different way. It's our version of Deebo Samuels.
Yeah, just slow, just not as athletic, but
right. But he runs the ball, he catches the ball, he blocks, he does all those things.
Yeah. Tate, you said it earlier when we started the podcast. The versatility is what keeps you on the roster. I think if we got any one person that's a Swiss Army knife on the Pittsburgh Steelers team, Connor Hayward is a Swiss Army knife. You can plug and play this guy anywhere.
I think that's what I was watching. I was watching the All Things Covered podcast with Pat P and McFadden. That was what I was watching.
Mm-hmm.
If you've watched
about Connor,
if you've watched Connor Hayward, he's like an old school H-back.
Yep.
You're having a lot of guys now that are big as a tight end and they're doing some stuff out of the backfield. Connor Hayward's more undersized, but I don't know if you remember guys like Ted Christensen and Biner and those guys that put up massive numbers in the late 80s, 90s.
Todd Christensen for the Raiders,
that's who Connor Hayward reminds me of. He can do so much, but unlike those other guys, other than Byers, I won't say Biner, but
Keith Byers, Ohio State, Big G.
But Hayward can run that ball out of the backfield when necessary.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, so I got a name for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me if you remember. Frank Wycheck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He killed
good
us
fit.
with the Tennessee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
he did.
really good
Yeah, he
fit. Yeah,
did.
really good fit. They ran that freaking at that where they run him across real slow and stagger, and you didn't know if he was going to come up underneath or go out wide. And they did it every single time to us. I was like, get him, man. Oh my God, I remember him killing us.
And he kept getting matched up on Lloyd or on Green.
Yep, and they couldn't run with him. Oh, man, yeah, like it was. Tate, you brought back a nostalgic memory, man.
Yeah,
Man.
Frank
Yeah.
White with Tennessee with Eddie George and stuff. Yeah, he was nice.
Yep.
But okay, let's jump to the offensive line. I mean, the only person that stayed, and it was kind of up in the air who was going to stay after Dotson and Green were traded, but Dylan Cook.
Yeah.
Dylan Cook stayed. That's your guy, Shannon?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited about the offensive line. Whenever you're ready.
Let's hear about it.
Bro. Go.
Oh, hey, I've been praying, guys. I wanted to see Dotson get a start somewhere else where his power game would play better. I wanted to see Green anywhere but Pittsburgh. Spencer Anderson has just been a godsend. Great versatility. I think he'll be a starter someday. Wouldn't shock me if it's center. And then, hey, Dylan Cook come out of nowhere. The last 2 weeks of camp, I kept hearing about how his great wingspan and his arm length and everything he was able to do. And he just impressed so much over the final 2 weeks of camp and the last 2 preseason games. He makes the roster.
Yeah.
I mean, this offensive line at the end of the depth chart is developmental guys with a massive talent that I could see actually be starters someday.
Yes.
So I've never remember a Steelers depth chart at that offensive line that I would compare to this. I am thrilled. And they put 2 guys on the practice squad today that I'm super excited about. And Kalen Dietz and Jody Fisher.
Yeah.
I can't hear you take your boots on.
Sorry. No, I said, Joey Fisher went to the school that Jeff went to, Shepherd University.
Yeah, Shepherd here in West Virginia.
Sure did.
And both of these guys are very unique talents. Now, they need developmental time. But that's what the practice squad's for. And I think that both of them have potential. Freaking Fisher put up 40 reps.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude is strong.
Yeah.
Now, the thing that concerns me is he's got 32-inch arms. But we've seen that Anderson overcome it. If you've got good technique and Fisher's strong as a bull, obviously, you can overcome that a lot of times. But, I'm super excited about this offensive line.
What do you think about an additional piece, switching something up? Like the center, was it Morrissey that played with Kenny Pickett at Pitt that got cut by the Texans?
Yeah, he went back to the practice squad today.
Oh, did he? Okay. I didn't keep up with that one.
See, I think the Steelers think that Nate Herbig can be that backup center.
Agreed.
And I'll tell you this. I'll be honest with you. When Herbig was with the Jets, I actually discussed that I thought he would be a great center. You cannot bull rush that man.
Nope. Too strong.
He's too powerful.
Yep.
Now, he doesn't have ideal mobility, but he can get to that second level. When the Jets played the Steelers last year, he made some blocks on the second level. Now, of course, he was blocking Devin Bush, and I could have blocked Devin Bush. But still, he hasn't that much mobility. So, I think you got him, and I think that Spencer Anderson might be the starting center in a couple of years, if not next year. Remember I said that.
Yeah. Hey, man, so Tate and Shannon, I just want to ask a question because I'm excited about the line too. But Shannon, just piggybacking on what you said, is this the best line we've had in 10 years, 15 years? Is this the best offensive line we've had as far as 1-2 punch and depth?
Five years, definitely. Yeah,
depth, definitely. But no, when they had DeCastro and Pouncey and Foster and Vanderhaven, I can't say it. But you know what I mean. When they had them guys, I think that was, this line hasn't proved it yet.
Right.
These starters. But when you talk about top to bottom going 9 deep, this is the best I can remember. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't disagree.
Wow. Yeah, that's man. I like I said, I'm sold. I'm ready to go, and I'm so proud of Dan Moore. Man, listen.
Yes. Yes,
I am
definitely.
so proud of you, Dan
Yes.
Moore, man. I don't know what to say. You stepped up. You leveled up as an offensive lineman in the NFL and a professional.
Definitely.
Man, Dan Moore, man. Hey, man, big things is going to come out of you, bro. Big things. Because you did what you needed to do to keep your job and level up. So I'm proud of you, man.
That's how champions handle a position battle.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna throw this out there just to keep the line young and on the same timeline.
Mhm.
I could see. I mean, because you got a first round pick invested in Broderick Jones, right?
Yep.
So eventually he gonna take that left tackle position. But that don't mean that Dan Moore can't take Chuck's position next year.
What's happening?
And Spencer Anderson moved to center.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that way you get real young, not that they're old now, but you get all those young guys growing together. I think that's a possibility, man.
That's a strong possibility, Tate. I
Yeah.
like it. I like it a lot, bro.
But hey, so we're gonna take another quick break. If you're watching on YouTube, stay with us. When we come back, we're gonna get to the defense. And like I said, if you're watching on YouTube, stay with us. If you're listening on audio, we right back after these commercial break. And we're back again on the Pump Your Brakes Wednesday night with the triple and the little fella. And I'm your homie Tate. I'm not the homie right now. I'm a homie on Friday. I'm sorry. This is Pump Your Brakes. But I'm still a homie. You still my homie, Big G, and Shannon my homie. So, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's jump into the defense real quick. And so, defensive line. Shannon, now off the rip, I know you didn't think Montravius Adams was going to be there. I think that's probably the only one that you didn't think was going to be there.
Yep.
So how the defensive line play out to you, and how does it look, Shannon?
I missed two. Totally whiffed. I missed Gentry. I thought Gentry was going to make it. And then on the defensive line, I thought that Fajuka was going to make it and that Adams would not. And Fajuka didn't. Of course, he's on the practice squad. But I think that this defensive line, when you look at the defensive line from 2 years ago, when they had the worst, it's funny, the offensive line was like one of the worst in Steelers history a couple years ago. And then the defensive line was too, when they had the worst run defense in Steelers history.
Yeah.
Look at how they've rebuilt that, guys. We're talking about the foundation of any football team. And I think Colbert had let it slack for too long. Khan comes in, brings in Waddle, who, as I said, he loves the round bellies. And, man, he rebuilt everything.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just made change. I think I seen that it was like 40% of this roster's new.
Yeah.
I mean, when have we ever experienced anything like this?
Yeah.
But it's all, every move makes sense. Every move is to thinking about the future and about rebuilding this proud franchise from when it's been just floating along at that. Oh, not a losing season, not a losing season. That just got old.
Yeah.
It just got stale. And now everything's invigorated. We're all excited. That defensive line, Keanu Benton, looks like that kid's going to be a star. He graded out higher than any other rookie against the run in the preseason.
Yes.
And I think that I actually believe he's going to start soon.
Yeah.
Real soon. And I think that's going to just make the job of these inside linebackers so much easier. And they're already super physical. So, I love the defensive line. I love the depth. My only concern is Ogunjobi.
Yeah.
Because Ogunjobi just struggles with injuries, little nagging injuries all the time. Now, we got good depth behind him, but we need him out there.
Yeah. But that's, Shannon, the reason why they have good depth finally now is to take the pressure off of him and his little nagging injuries. Because if you're not having to play, 3, 4, 5 series in a row, You see what I'm saying? And you could take a series where you get a break and go to the sideline and get a blow. That decreases the chances of you getting injured. And with him, it's always little nagging stuff. He'll get hit and miss 2 weeks, get hit, miss a game. You know, we need him to be there every game. So I think that by them building depth for the first time in a long time, now we stretch him out to where he's going to be appearing every game, all 17 games.
Hey, Big G, you read that and tell me if you agree.
150%.
I don't think he likes to practice.
No, he's a game guy, man. But there's guys that's like that. I played with guys like that in college. Man, they hated practice, man.
Yeah.
And when we would get to the game, man, they show up and show out. So, you know, I get it. You know, maybe he just don't, it ain't in him. So I get it. I ain't mad at him at all. Tate, you mute.
Hey, Big G, so you take the linebackers real quick, man. You got 4 and 4, 4 edge and four off ball. So what do you think about the room?
Top 3 linebacker room in the whole freaking NFL. I don't care what anybody say. And I dare anybody in the live chat to talk crap about that we ain't the top 3 linebacker room in the whole freaking NFL. Our outside linebacker depth got to be number 1. I don't care what we got.
That means we agree. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. Top 4 in the league, bro. I ain't got to go into depth and explain and tell you, but I'm telling you, I know we top 3 in the league. But the reason it makes us is because we have depth. We have not, listen, the Herbig, the baby Herbig, anybody else got a brother? Any other player, Hayward got a brother, Herbig, they got a brother. Somebody else got a little brother they can run over here because we got one out of that dude, bro. We got one. So,
Baby Herbig, I love it. Baby Herbig.
Listen, man, my man Tomlin was running up and down the sideline talking about somebody else got a brother that need to go in the game. Somebody else got another because we taking families, you know. And so this dude is ready to ride, man, ready to ride. So I'm excited. I think that the Steelers have finally solved it, and we can play the defense that we're used to playing in Pittsburgh.
Hey, Shannon.
Yeah.
You go ahead and take the secondary, man. Obviously, it's changed up from this graphic that we're not really pulling up anymore. But we got, let me see what we got it right. We got Minka Fitzpatrick, KZ, Killebrew, Keanu Neal, Pat P, James Pierre, Joey Porter Jr., Elijah Riley, Shandon Sullivan, Levi Wallace, and Big G. That was a crazy take you had on the Q&A about Levi Wallace getting cut.
And man, you know I stir it up, bro. You know I stir it up, man. You know.
And now we got King. So to bring King back, they cut man, right? That's what they did.
Yeah. Yep. They did today. The punter guy.
So do they keep all those DBs? Shannon?
Well, it depends if they need a spot. Like if somebody else comes along, they want to add, they might look. But right now, I think they keep them. Yeah. I agree with everything Big G said about the linebackers. I have to admit that. I mean, I'm fired up right now. When you start talking about linebackers, I'm ready to tackle somebody. You know, they're gonna have to be slow because I'm old, but I'm ready to tackle somebody. But
I bet you probably was like Jerry Bertier. Remember the Titans, Shannon?
Oh yeah, I was gonna hit something. But excellent movie, by the way. But you know, I think that this defensive backfield is so important to what I think the Steelers are wanting to try to do, because this pass rush and the physicality. All these inside linebackers can blitz too, guys. They are excellent pass rushers. And they are going to overwhelm offenses. And if that secondary can match up and press and not give, you know, those wide open, quick passes and, you know, and tackle. See, that's one thing I think people forget about James Pierre is he is an excellent tackler. And a lot of the completions he gave up in the preseason was 3rd and 8, and he gave up a 6-yard completion, and he tackled the ball. And that gets you off the field. That's what matters. And so I see that this group has everything, as Big G said earlier. They can match up no matter what kind of offense they're going up against. Yeah. And if the coaching staff will finally let them be aggressive and play true man coverage and throw in that press coverage, I think that this can be a special defense.
Agreed. Facts, man.
Okay, no, I like those takes on the 53. Obviously, we got Boswell, Press Harvin, and Christian Kuntz still are the three special teamers as far as the punt team and field goal team and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So another thing we want to talk about, and we talked about this backstage a little bit, and Shannon kind of alluded to it just a minute ago. Like we were just middling around, just not having losing seasons, and kind of like that was kind of okay. That's not okay.
Right.
So what we doing now? We're going back to the field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think the correlation is like crazy, man. Like we got Chief Rooney, then we got Art Jr. You know what I mean? Then we got Noll, Cowher, and Tomlin, the best three coaches for any organization in all Hall of Famers for the last 52 years.
Correct. And that's all of them. 3.
Yep.
All of them. Our whole lives, Shannon.
Yep.
And then we got a leader like Cam that's reminiscent to Mean Joe Green back in those steel curtain defenses. And we got a beast linebacker like Jack Lambert. We got TJ Watt.
Yep.
We got the safeties, Minka, Troy back in the day.
Yep.
So those are just some of the comparisons they can fit on this graphic. I mean, we could go with Najee Harris and Franco Harris, right?
Yep.
I mean, we could do that. We could go Stallworth and Swan and Pickens and Deontay Johnson.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you can make all these kind of comparables, and I think the culture, that 70s time, the culture was set back when these guys were meeting about what you want to do. You got Chuck Noll in there. You got Chief. You got Bill Nunn probably talking about let's go check out these HBCUs. Get me a Mel Blount and a John Stallworth and a Donnie Shell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you think about how well, and now we're driving the culture. You think about how well the front office did the draft this year. This is our best draft probably in at least 30 years. Just off the top of my head, right?
Yeah.
Longer.
Facts.
Hey, what do you guys think about this pivot in the organization to getting back to old school is what I want to call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think for a minute in the mid-teens and stuff like that with the Killer Bees and Bean, they were great. But we kind of got out of our identity. You know what I mean? I think the Steelers are trying to get back to that Steel City football, that high character football. What do you guys think?
Hey, Tate, before we do that, we got a super chat over there by Wesley Hickok, man. If you can see it and pull it up, man. Because we got a little something real going on the side, man.
Okay, go ahead, real. What's up, Wes? Thank you, Wes.
Yeah, real moment.
$5.
Yeah, real moment. Pittsburgh Tate recently lost a brother, perhaps a moment of silence for a member of our family in pain. Facts. Pittsburgh Tate watches our show every week, and we definitely give you a moment of silence for you and your family, and condolences to you for sure.
Thanks, Big G. Let's do that. Just hit your mute button. We come back in 15 seconds. Thanks for that, Wes. Thanks for letting us know. Our condolences go out to Pittsburgh Tate. Our thoughts and prayers are with you.
Absolutely.
One thing I want to mention is I was guest hosting on with one of my Australian blokes down there, my buddy Marky D, and that's the first I heard about it during that podcast, and I've been praying for the family ever since, and also have mentioned it on other podcasts. So I want them to know that they are in our thoughts and prayers.
Absolutely. Prayers to your family.
Thanks for calling that to our attention, Wes.
Yeah. Hey, so you're going back to the whole Back to Future. Tate, you left off a pivotal picture on there, man. You left off 7 to 8. What's 7 to 8?
That's Kenny Pickett and Big Ben. But if you notice, I was just going all defense. That's what the culture is built around.
Yeah, but our 70s teams, I know our culture was built around that great steel curtain defense. But we had some offensive stuff jumping off on during
Oh,
that.
we did, man. But I couldn't get everybody, man. Big Ben, big head wasn't going to fit on the graph.
Yeah, man, I know for sure. But Tate, I agree with your take in totality that the Pittsburgh Steelers have revamped and rebuilt the culture. It is no longer a culture of mediocrity, just trying to get by, have winning seasons, make sure we get an opportunity to knock at the door for the playoffs. The culture has turned into, we are going for the chip. We are trying to win a Super Bowl. And it's obvious based on this offseason and the moves we made to strengthen our roster. Because, by the way, I believe that we have a top 5 roster, 53-man from top to bottom with the Pittsburgh Steelers right now today. If you look at the depth that we have at every position across the board, we have one of the top 5 rosters in the league. And so if you go back and could do the comparison of those 70 teams, what was so unique about them? Their roster was better than everybody else's roster that they played against in the league.
Yep.
So that's how you build the culture. And I think that's taking a look back and pulling that up forward. And I think that's where Khan got his whole mindset, because he got tutored and he got groomed to get ready to do this thing. But when he got his hands on the wheel, man, he was ready to go. That's why I gave him the "he is him" sign right off the back of the show, because he's him.
Yeah, he wanted to put his own stamp of approval on the team. He wanted to do it his way. I mean, he learned a lot from Kevin Colbert. Kevin Colbert's a Hall of Fame GM, but Khan is taking it to another level.
Yeah, agreed.
We got to remember something. This whole word culture started with a man named Chuck Noll.
Yes, sir.
And he drafted a man named Mean Joe Green.
Yes, sir.
Now, the Rooneys are a great family, and I've talked at length about them, but they have to trust their employees. And when they hired Chuck Noll, they brought in Nunn. They Dan Rooney Jr., all these guys have built this culture that we enjoyed today.
Yeah.
Now, it got to, like I said, that last 10 years of Kevin Colbert, it got to be too comfortable, too easy, too routine, too predictable. Now that he is out of the way, the Rooneys are trusting Omar Khan, and the best hire that they've made since Mike Tomlin, Andy Weidl.
Whoa.
And Andy Weidl come in, and he's united with Khan, and they are a dynamic duo. And he is dominating, because when you do what they did on those two foundations, that offensive and defensive line, you change the culture back to what it was. Now it's no more. Let's don't worry about Tomlin's winning record streak. Now it's like, I want to thank the teams like the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills and all the teams that passed the Steelers by and made them say, "Hey, we got problems. We need to fix it, and we need to get back to who we are." And because of those teams,
reel them back in.
The Steelers made the moves they did. Khan took over. Weidl comes in. They got a whole new revamped scouting department. Nobody talks about that.
Yep.
But that's why you're seeing this talent coming in, fellas.
Yes, sir.
And now they're ready to get back to where they belong, and that's on top of the mountain.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right, so fellas, real quick, Big G, can you got the readout one more time for the contest?
Yeah, just give me a hot second, and I'm gonna pull it up from the side piece, man. Give me one more time, man. Oh, well, I can tell you. What's up?
Aren't you at home?
Yeah.
Ain't your wife there?
But I got my side piece, my mistress, my cell phone, man.
Oh, you said side piece, man. Like Big G, wild, man.
Nah, man. I got my side piece, my telephone, because it seems like sometimes I spend more time with my side piece than I do actually my wife, man. Yeah. It don't make no sense. But you know how I go, fellas. You know how I go. Hey, so listen, man. I got it pulled up. Man, NFL fans, are you guys ready for an opportunity to win 4 tickets to your favorite NFL team's game? Yeah, that's right. Fans First Sports Network is giving away 4 free tickets for Week 1 game. And all you got to do is go to contest.fansfirstsports and register. After you register and ask the questions, You got a shot to win. Hopefully you're going to rock out and try to get them Steelers tickets because like I said, 5 bands for 4 tickets in Pittsburgh, you're winning. You might be close to the 50-yard line, somewhere in the middle, right there behind the Steelers bench with $5,000. So, but I really want everybody to go out there and register to get an opportunity to win because I think this is a great thing that's happening on Fans First Sports Network. And it's our inaugural giveaway tickets. So this is our way to show appreciation to our fans. Thank you again. And it's Fans First. I mean, it's tickets, Fans First Sports Network. Thank you for registering. And we'll hopefully one of our fans will get those tickets.
Nice. Shannon, what's up, man? What you got going on this week? Article-wise, podcast-wise, what you doing, man?
Well, for the rest of this week, I'm working on an article, just random observations that with how this roster's been constructed, the things we've mentioned tonight and other things is that they could do with this talent and the versatility of this roster. And it's just some observations I've been noticing and hearing. Both of these young tackles that they've added to the practice squad, I've got some thoughts on that. So that'll all be in the article. And but it will be, I'm thinking about making it a weekly article during the season. Well, I have my stock report article, after the game. And then I'm thinking about doing this because there's a lot of times there's subjects we want to cover, but it doesn't warrant a whole article. But I can put a few of these observations in an article and cover it that way. So that'll be the next thing hitting the site.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you remind me, I know it was a month or 2 ago, me and Big G supposed to be doing the Tomlin press conferences this year too.
Yeah.
Post-game press conferences.
Yeah.
So that's coming up, Big G. So
yeah.
But yeah, man. So what's going on with you? I know you just got done before you came here doing your new college football show, Level Up. You said it went really well.
Yeah, man. It was a blast to do my initial, and you can find it on Fans First Sports Network college football link. Big G and my boy Andy P, we got a show rocking out called Level Up. All about college sports and college football. And really, that's how you see these guys come from college to the pros. So we covered the top 5 games of the week. We did a lot of X and O's breakdown, try to give you a flavor and feel. And I think if you go out and listen on Fans First Sports Network, college football, and subscribe to that channel, for sure. But I got to always come back home with the Steel Curtain Network. So please continue to rock out with me, Shannon, and Tate Boy Fresh on Wednesdays, right here on Pump Your Brakes Podcast. It's 8:30. Make sure you check me and Tate Boy Fresh Payday and B Dirt out on Fridays with the Homies Podcast. And now we got the Homies Overtime Podcast, where we go not just AFC North centric, but all the way across the board with NFL on the Friday night overtime show with the homies right after the Homies Podcast on Fridays, both on Steel Curtain Network and Fans First Network. But last but not least, I cannot forget me, Tate Boy Fresh, and the dude Mon rock it out on the Know It Alls Podcast on Sundays at 6:15 on YouTube. So after you get done listening and all whatever else, we're going to jump over there. We had a great show just this last week with Damu Mitchell, who's a former Olympian, and we talked about Sakari Richardson and her husband, Dennis Mitchell. And if you go back and check that channel out, please hit the like and subscribe with the Know It Alls, because we are giving away $50 on the Know It Alls podcast for our 400 subscriber. And last but not least, me, Tate Boy Fresh, and a little young fella, Relly Hall, do what we do on the Cleveland Cavaliers, That's Rather Cavaliers podcast on Fans First Sports Network. Weekly, we're going to be dropping about 3 shows a week where me, Tate Boy Fresh, and Relly chop it up together, and then we go forward with all of us doing our own show. So we got a lot going on Fans First Sports Network, but always home base is Steel Curtain Network. So thank you for listening and watching with us for sure.
Man, thanks, fellas. I think we had another great show. Thanks everybody in the live chat for staying with us and rocking with us. Thanks, Afton. Damu is awesome. That's my sister-in-law. And you're never a former Olympian. You're always an Olympian, Big G. I learned that myself because both my sister and brother-in-law are Olympians.
Yeah. Facts.
But yeah, everybody, thanks for hanging with us today. Think it was a great show. We're gonna let the music play for a few seconds. Then the OG triple gonna take us home. We're gonna get out of here, man.